Yeah, I said, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Cause if I start walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said, come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Great rising, y'all. Great rising. Come on for the walk. Come on for the walk. Okay. The heat isn't on, but I feel that's the hot water heater. Y'all know we're in the basement, right? I don't know why I like that. Yes. Get your chair, get your mats, line up if you're walking wall to wall. Get in your chair if you're doing your chair exercises. Whatever you do, let's get this half hour started. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Oh, I needed this walk. I had to jump on my bike twice this weekend. Gone are the days when I can throw back some alcohol. I can't throw back no alcohol when I'm dealing with shit. I gotta jump on the bike and pedal it out. Whew. You know, I have two instances in my life where, okay, a girlfriend of mine, Irma, she hailed from Louisiana, and I met her in Mount Vernon, where I lived there. And then Donna. Donna is a Polish, Italian Polish. And we met when I was living in Greenwich. We had a mutual friend. And Donna had this procedure. I didn't know she had a procedure, but Irma got sick. So when Irma got sick, I told Donna about it. And Donna said, well, oh, I had that procedure too. I said, you did? She said, yeah. I said, you'll be fine. Oh, cool. Now, I don't want to tell too much, but opioids were in there. Not a lot, but enough to start constipation. And that's where magnesium come in, but let me just go on. So, Donna and Irma met up, and Irma told Donna the doctor she had, and Donna said, that's an excellent doctor. That's the same doctor I had. So we were all feeling so good and so confident. But like 6 months later, Irma was dead. Donna had excellent health insurance. She worked at a corporation. She'd been there for years as the executive secretary. Irma had New York State. And the reason why we were so happy is because though Donna had the same doctor that was making that good insurance money, Irma also had the same doctor who was getting paid state rate. Irma died. And I didn't put too much to it. So years later, Y'all heard me talk about Annette. I met Annette and her supervisor. I think they call the supervisor the mayor of New Rochelle. I can't think of her name. And that was this Jamaican lady. She had immigrated to the United States. Half her family went to England, and the other half went to the United States. And then England put something in place where if you had a Jamaican passport, I'm going back like 20 years, and I'm hearing this from Annette, I don't know. They weren't letting you in the country. And Annette, though she became a United States citizen, I guess she had dual, but England was blocking the Jamaican out hard. So, Annette had partial breast removal, and the mayor of New Rochelle had, which was her supervisor, had both her breasts removed. Annette had hers done at the Mount Vernon Hospital. Basically, I don't know what you call it, African American hospital where African Americans go for health, just predominantly African American, except in the accounting department, that's where all the whites were. So anyway, Annette was having some kind of situation, and the supervisor said, listen, bring all your medicine into me. Tell me what you've been taking. What you've been taking since this thing. So she went through the medicine because she had the same procedure. And the supervisor looked at her, the old mayor of New Rochelle. She said, listen, where's da-da-da, whatever the pill was. And Annette said, I never had that. So the mayor of New Rochelle said, no, you had to have that because this pill protects the organs as you go through radiation or nucleation or whatever that is. It protects the organs. So Annette said, no, they never gave it to me. So the mayor of New York said, go to your doctor now and find out if you can get it. Because it started going through radiation again for a second time. Well, Annette's dead. And maybe a couple years back, the mayor of New Rochelle died. Subconsciously, that thing hit me. It was just so obvious. But then I said, no, different people, different this, blah, 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 da, 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 da. I kept reasoning myself out of it. But somehow, last week when the ancestors vibed that bomb on me, they said, Vicki, imagine that all the people who were put in jail, when they came out of jail, they had to wear their jail numbers on their clothing, everything they had. That jail number has to be displayed. It even hurts reliving how they broke it down to me. They said, imagine that all your kids had to have that number put on their clothes. And then all of their kids would have to have that jail number. Though they didn't break the law, though they didn't do anything, they still have to carry around that inmate number. And then their kids, that number is attached to them, gotta be on their clothes, everywhere they go. So they're not accepted in restaurants. Nobody wants to sit next to them in a restaurant. They got their inmates' numbers down. Though they've never been to jail, the inmate number followed them from the original inmate. "20 generations down, they still have to put that number on, that inmate number. So they never went to jail, never broke the law, never did anything. Because they have that inmate number, they can only go to certain schools. Because people don't want their kids around inmates. And when they see that number on you, the inmate number on your clothes, on your pants, then they know that you're an inmate. Now you can say to them, "No, I'm not. 20 generations ago, the original went to jail. But nobody else went to jail after that." They don't want to hear it. They're going to say, "Inmate, why should you learn anything? So you can't go to good schools, you're not going to get any good education. So you haven't done anything." It's just that inmate number has been passed from generation to generation. And you don't know why. After a while, the inmate number is on there, and you don't know why it's on there. You have no idea. What law did you break? Mommy, what law did we break? Daddy, what law did we break? Why do we have this inmate number? Did y'all go to jail? And everybody said, "No, we didn't go to jail." And the child said, "Well, why? Why would I go to the store? I gotta wait for everybody else." And they said, "Oh, because you got your inmate number." "Well, why can't I live where I want to live?" Parents said, "Well, you got your inmate number." And the kid said, "Hell, I don't even know the origin. Where did this number originate from?" And they can't answer. They just know you got to keep putting that inmate number on your clothes so people know. So then when you go to a job, you have your inmate number on, but they got to act like they're hiring you. So at the top corner application, they just put the inmate number. And a lot of times you don't get hired. And you don't know why. So then you have kids. And your kids have kids. This is our inmate number. This is our inmate number. That's why when I was a kid, we walk into the room, honey. If they had money, they would close up, they would put it away with us. If you said anything, you were a liar. I couldn't understand. You were ignorant. You were, and I couldn't understand. But the ancestors broke it down. This is my inmate number on this penal colony. And it ain't got nothing to do with me breaking no laws. The laws are already in place. Believe it or not, even in the Constitution, if you see, they do stuff by precedence. They can go back and pull out an old law, and we'd have to burn this place to a crater. So that's what it is. That's why we're still having the first black surgeon, the first block this, the first blink that, the first black. I should be better by the end of the week. I should be better by the end of the week. But this human experience, oh, I must have said, as energy, I want to be put in the manner that I have to stay conscious. I have to stay awake. I have to stay involved in this human experience. And they say we got the right for you, an African American woman. Dice! Dice! Whew. It's our water break, y'all. Whew. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all. Trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I say come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. Yes, y'all, yes. Let's finish up this walk. And believe it or not, I was on a bike this morning. I hung this morning. But I'm telling you, whew, maybe that's why I never, I did research for African American things, but I came across all this stuff. I just would not accept it. I was like, no, I'm building a theme park. Let's stick with that. I'm getting this history for this. We're going to set it up for this. And I just closed my eyes to all the other things. What if Africans all over the world are being treated so horribly because how long we allow this to go on in this penal colony, because we would not accept the fact that just by the fact of our ancestors, not that story they tell where they was running around Africa, minding all their business, and their wife and what else. That's not true. They were fighting in England, they were fighting in Europe. And they were in prison here. And Spain brought their prisoners here. Remember that's Europe. And Portugal brought their to South America. And Spain did what we now call Puerto Rico. And that's what used to get me. There's a lady named Arenas. She came from Puerto Rico. And I remember as a child in New York, there was this, I might as well say African kid. But She was Puerto Rican. She mostly spoke Spanish. Beautiful. And then I met Arenas. Proud. She didn't say African. She said Puerto Rican. It is so horrible over there that they can't claim really Africanism. They'll claim Afro beats and stuff like that. But I had a friend who thought it was so cool to go to Puerto Rico. He went African American, tried to set up a business. They wouldn't even let him on the bus. His wife and kids, who are native to Puerto Rico, they got on the bus, and the bus left him a few times, and he couldn't get his business up. And anyway, Arenas. And Arenas just thought she was Puerto Rican, Hispanic. That was it. Because she was born on Puerto Rico and they have their own community, so she never thought, you know. She did marry a man who looked to be either native or Spain, like a white man. And she had her kids and lightened everybody up. And I really had the situation at McDonald's. I don't know. She had just come over here to live and such. And she was standing in line and a lady jumped in front of a white lady. She was like, no, you can't be in front of me, you know. And somehow they got into it and the white lady pushed her and she slapped the lady. Irena's found herself in jail. She had never on the island of Puerto Rico. She was traumatized, never been to jail before. But what she learned when she came out of that, from what she shared with us, she ain't hit white people. Not that you don't hit people. She ain't hit no white people. And that thing run through my mind but now, I really didn't know that on this penal colony, her dark skin gave her inmate status. So though she hit that woman, it wasn't her first strike. The first strike was the color of her skin, which is her inmate number. That associated, though she came from Puerto Rico, skin was dark. On this penal colony, dark skin, criminal 1. When that woman pushed her, and she hit that woman, she was twice a criminal. That's why they put her in jail. Did they take the white lady? No. If the white lady pushed her, for the white lady, it was just her first crime. But the fact that Irena's slapped her, and being an inmate by color, she was already a 1 criminal. So when she hit the lady, she was 2 strikes, twice a criminal. She had to go to jail. I remember they used to say, oh, as a black person, you have to try 10 times harder, you got to push 20 times this, and you got to do it 20 times. And why they come out and say, look it, on this penal colony, you are inmates. You are inmates for a crime committed by your ancestors well over 600 years. And today you can't get decent housing because you're an inmate. The day here I'm on Social Security, they ain't never paid me nothing to begin with, so they ain't giving me nothing in the end. Whew. They ain't paying me nothing to begin with, so nothing in the end. All because over 600 years ago, Africa was back there. They said ruling and stuff like that, but apparently it all fell apart. And 600 years later, on this still alive function penal colony, Jamaica started out as a penal colony, but they got rid of them people. Jamaica's a state, Jamaica's a country. When you go there, I mean, they may be killing and fighting one another, but they all equal in the killing and fighting, though they do have a little bit left over from the colonial times where everybody tried to lighten up. Look at Haiti. Say what you will of May. Say what you, they still trying to make Haiti a penal colony, and they're not. If they're suffering together as human beings, as a free people. As a free people. On Haiti, they skin don't mean they're inmates. Mean they're victors. They got rid of the people that said they were inmates. But not here. Why couldn't we get into the best schools? Well, because 600 years ago, our ancestors was inmates to the king. And now, this is our inmate number. Why we got to pay more taxes than anybody else? Why we pay more interest on anybody else? So tell me this country is progressing. Tell me, because the same people who overseed and patty rolled us is still in Congress right now, and they've been all the way through. First, they was born here, patty rolled overseas for the King of England. Then when they kicked out the king, enslaved us, patty rolling, and overseeing. And in 2023, their generations is in Congress and legislation, patty rolling and overseeing. So tell me how America is progressive. Tell me how that is. How is it I am innocent? I'm an innocent. You go look at my record. I got no record. You ain't gonna get shit on me. That ain't gonna happen. But when I walked into work, they put that little B, instead of inmate number, they put that little B on that application. Let them know it's black inmate coming through. And if they decide to hire the black inmate, and no one says, well, she never did anything. I said, no, on this penal colony, which came about because of our ancestors, they were the original inmates. And 600 years later, we're still inmates. That's why you ain't getting no reparation. That's why you ain't getting no 40 acres and a mule. Because that would mean you're humans. But on this penal colony, We're inmates. And the only way, my daughter used to have me look at all these prison shows. Like, oh, I want to look at all these prison shows. It made me so uncomfortable because I kept saying, but that's just like how we are. And we're not in jail, but that's how we are. That's how we're treated, but we're not in jail. We didn't break no laws. We didn't break no laws. We didn't break no laws. But 600 years ago, our ancestors did. And on this penal colony, we are still the inmates. So tell me about progressive America. Tell me. No such thing. Hatfields and McCoy's been running it. They're still running it. And as long as the Hatfields and McCoys run this ship, this penal ship shit, we'll be the inmates. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. I was only supposed to do 5. Remember, these are 8-pound weights. Tuck your elbow in. Squeeze your gut. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. Ooh. Oh. That's why all the laws is going to be controlling women's vaginas. And then the other set of laws is going to be controlling the descendants of inmates from 600 fucking years ago. Like, comment, share. Tell uncle, tell auntie, tell cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe. I never broke the law, but I've been treated like an inmate since I came out my mother's womb, and I never broke the law. On this penal colony, this dark skin, brown and tan, means you're an inmate, because you're on a penal colony. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Y'all just have to go through it this week. Put your headsets on. Get your headsets. Ooh. This could be headset week. Get you some nice music. Put it on and exercise. Because for me, it's going to be venting week. How can you be born an inmate when you had your mother, your father, your grandpa never broke a law, never did anything? But from over 600 years ago, I'm an inmate because they were inmates on this penal colony. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Have a great day. See you tomorrow, same time.